everybody, welcome to Queer Games. Heck yeah for today. I'm back. On my semi-regular series looking at amazing queer and indie games. I mean, not necessarily indie. I mean, I guess it could be mainstream games, who knows. I guess the main thing is the queerness. If there's like queer characters, a queer worldview, queer politics, queer aesthetic, queer gameplay mechanics, that's where you'll find Queer Games. Heck yeah. Why are we back? It's because I wanted some chocolate. And I said, Luke, you can have some chocolate, but you've got to work for it. You've got to put on those headphones and that microphone. You've got to angle the camera just the right amount. You've got to run around turning the lights on and off. And you've got to get the game running. But which game? Which game are we going to do? We have a very special game today. We have Read Only Memories Neurodiver, which has been in the pipeline forever. Just when you play a game. So in your like the video games you've played, there's always some titans. They're just games that loom large in your history of game playing. And everyone's game playing history is different. Mine is littered with, I guess gay characters and stuff like that. And one of the titans in the gay gaming scene is a game called Read Only Memories from about 2014, 2016, I think. Maybe 2018. Middle of last decade. And just because it was really polished, really unapologetically queer in a way that I thought was really groundbreaking at the time. So what's the best way to talk about Read Only Memories? This is the sequel. This is why we're talking about Read Only Memories right now, is because today the long-awaited sequel has come out. So Read Only Memories, I think what was really memorable about it was that it was real cyberpunk. It was real post-human cyberpunk. So a lot of games use the cyberpunk label. I'm not going to name names. No, actually, I'm not afraid to name names. Cyberpunk 2077, or whatever it's called. Yeah, sure, they're aesthetically cyberpunk, but are they actually cyberpunk? I would say not, because to me, cyberpunk is composed of, the two words cyber and punk. So the cyber is really this idea of humans have digitize themselves, or they've got one foot in the digital world and one foot in the analog world, and they use augmentation to kind of escape from their meat body into a digital world or a robotic world. And the punk part of cyberpunk, which is really about sort of the and the breakdown of authority, the idea there's no rules, or if there are rules, they're there to be broken, or just sort of thumbing your nose at the establishment. And if you do that too much, you become the establishment, and then you need to be, have your thumb, whatever it is, thumb at your nose again. So this constant kind of state of there are no rules, just complete chaos in a word. That's my own kind of take on it. And so cyberpunk to me is a very specific thing. It's a post-humanism thing that really is a rejection of the structures that humans have built for themselves. And then you look at something like Cyberpunk 2077, and you're just running around shooting things again, and you're working for other people again. Or a lot of Cyberpunk games, you're flying around in a taxi, just doing a job. And it's a bit well, you've got the cyber right, but have you got the punk part right? And I really applaud Read Only Memories for being a bit more punk. And something else that I thought was supremely successful about the original Read Only Memories is that it really tied post-humanism in a sci-fi way with queerness and transness, especially, so it was really a really great example, an early example, certainly for me, one of the very first that I encountered, that really made a statement going, we're heading into a post-human world where you can be anything you want online, and you can modify your own body, and we'll have artificial life forms that will come in all shapes and forms. And that's actually a really queer thing. That actually, in the future, maybe we're all trans, maybe we're all queer. And I think that is such a powerful concept, and it has a real ring of truth to me. I know I'm a little bit biased, but it just sounds very plausible. Which to me, good sci-fi is actually is something that I can actually believe could happen. Let's go on a quick tangent, which is why I believe the current Star Treks aren't very good, because they're not science fiction anymore. Like, if you look at, Forbidden Planet, the original series, Next Gen, Voyager, all that sort of stuff, they proposed a vision of the future that might happen. But right around Voyager, Enterprise, and then into Discovery, they stopped being about a possible future and started being about the Star Trek canon, the lore of that universe they built. Because I just don't think the future is 400 people running around on a starship fixing things with like spanners. That's a very World War II submarine model, which begat Forbidden Planet, which begat the original series. So yeah, we're talking sci-fi, read-only memories, much better sci-fi than Star Trek. So yeah, Neurodiver. Oh, something else I need to say. One, I never finished the first read-only memories. I kept meaning to go back to it, and I never did. That's on me, life sometimes gets in the way. What else? Oh, the company that made it, Midboss. Over the years, they've run Summer of Pride on Steam, and some of my games have been in that. So I've profited off my association with Midboss, and so what you do with that info, I guess, is up to you. But I don't think it's going to affect my review, because I always give everything a 10 out of 10 on Queer Games Heck Yeah anyway. Oh, the mouse is... Oh dear. The mouse is not liking being in window mode. Okay. That's on me. I'm running these games through Linux, and then I force them into window mode so I can, so my computer can manage it. But it doesn't always like... The game's never really like that. I'm really owning this chocolate. Oh, language. Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look at this game, give it 20 minutes, half an hour. Let's give it a go. Minerva Campus. El Nuevo Cerrito. CA. Certificate Authority? November 26, 2068. Oh, I love that color scheme. I'm just really in a pastels kind of zone at the moment. I don't know why. Oh, ooh, there's things to hover over. What do we think Neurodiver is? Door, screen. Oh man. I can already tell this is a read-only memories game. It's because it's not quite a point and click, it's not quite a visual novel. It's really quite unique in that regard. Alright, we're going for the thing of the name.
That's the Neurodiver. Most people expect a computer, but they're a fully organic life form.
That's not creepy at all. I mean, they're cute.
And they're very cute.
Aww. Blorp.
And easily flattered.
Oh, full voice acting. What a luxurious, lush experience that is already. A book?
This is the Neurodiver's user manual.
I don't have time for an essay.
Manual putting it lightly, though, since a lot of it is works in theory.
We'll just go for a quick walk, to the shops to get stuff for dinner.
I can't leave until I've memorized this stupid manual.
ES88, which I believe is the name of our character. You don't know how to procrastinate. I am the king of procrastination. Take some advice from me. You need to go to the shops. You need to get yourself just some stuff for dinner. Maybe for lunch tomorrow. No, don't buy stuff for lunch tomorrow. Buy meal by meal. That way you have an excuse to leave every single time. Have you checked your, Mastodon account lately?
An expert can create a psychic link between any intelligent life form, the host, via the Neurodiver to enhance their ability to read the memories of the host.
This reminds me of that 1950s Scandinavian epic poem Ananara, which I only know about because they made a film of it. So I haven't actually read the 1950s Scandinavian epic poem, but they didn't. They made a pretty good sci-fi film of it about 10 years ago, and it's got a sort of psychic AI in it, which has one of my favorite lines in all science fiction. Um, there is protection against almost. There is protection against everything, but there is no protection against humans. Oh, I love that. Was it? There is protection against fire and flood and almost anything, but there's no protection against humans. Oh, what
Hey,
great art.
DS88.
Gade! Sorry to make you come in over the weekend.
Wherever the Neurodiver is, I go. That's my job as it's gone.
Well, I appreciate it. And the Neurodiver does too.
Blorp. To help people for great justice, to preserve history. Well, surely this is the villain route for great justice.
Well, for one thing, neurodiving is an important crime-solving tool.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be reaching into the minds of the innocent and destroying their will.
Think of the kind of testimony we can get from someone who otherwise couldn't speak or had some kind of damage to their memories.
Chimpanzees.
We can dive into memories to uncover the real truth about something that someone witnessed.
Especially if they don't want to cooperate.
Someday with the Neurodiver, I want to help justice be served.
Mwahaha. Blorp. Yeah.
Okay. So, like a psychic detective, huh? I was wondering if you could do a favor.
Friend? Whoa! He's
Oh. Huge.
huge.
Huge ego, maybe.
See theory.
Was he in the original game?
Sorry, I've never seen an Esper up close before. I heard you all had golden eyes, but
I guess they're a dead giveaway. Kind of like how I know you're a hybrid just by looking at you.
touche.
Touche. Oh, I've got to start using that more in real
Right.
life.
This is ES88, our resident psychic detective and Neurodiver expert.
And budding war criminal.
Wait, what?
She'll be diving into your memory to help you recover what you've forgotten.
Ooh. That's right.
Yep, that's me.
I don't have time for this. Who's this guy? No, we're on board with the mystery.
Who is
We're up
this
for
guy?
anything. It's like a yes from us. You want us to Vulcan mind meld with complete strangers? Let's do it.
Hey, you have this whole manual memorized?
Of course. Anyone who works with the Neurodiver is required to read it.
Oh, I'm out. I don't have time for an essay.
It helps that you actually like to read.
It's very cold here today. Another reason I'm doing Queer Games Heck Yeah is because it's about 4 degrees, and I'm just like, I've got to do something to warm up. So maybe just like chatting and smiling will somehow raise my internal temperature by 2 degrees. I went to the shops earlier because I wasn't procrastinating. I genuinely needed stuff for lunch, and the leaves were falling off the trees for the first time. I was just like, oh, autumn's over, winter's started. I declare today the first day of winter, really. I'm like the groundhog from Groundhog Day, and I just recently saw the Groundhog Day musical, and it was very good. I wasn't expecting much, but it was like really sharp.
But then they claimed that I had stolen all of it for my. I'll admit that isn't out of character for me. But
This guy has a very podcast voice. I feel like I'm listening to a podcast.
and on top of that, I didn't have any trace of any kind of money like that anywhere. Not in any of my accounts.
We were just asking you what your favorite space game is. Well, we don't need, your backstory.
So you think they took all of it for themselves and tried to cut you out?
That's what I asked. It ended up being a real sore spot between us all.
All right, let's get the Neurodiver out of its capsule. Once it makes contact, you're going to feel something.
Cold. Ugh, it's beautiful.
Neurodiver.
We've got a birthday. That's cool.
No, yeah, I have no idea. I'll just... I guess these are Crow's friends.
Oh, they all have bird names. That's cool. Dartboard. Posters.
Photos of various celebrities pushing game. I could go for a drink.
Hey guys.
Wait.
Young Crow is handsome as well.
Crow?
Crow.
I'm pro Crow.
They don't recognize you.
This was the first night they saw me after I became a hybrid. Finally cashed in some earnings from...
God.
Yeah.
You think he was going to go hybrid, he'd be like half crow? Oh well, what are we drinking?
Okay. What are we drinking?
Put them at ease before we steal their brains.
Hey, now the kid's here, we can order.
Are we getting drinks?
So, are we, ordering this?
This mouse is killing me. It's just going flat, I think. I'll have to go to the shops tomorrow. Can't do any work, unfortunately. Gotta get new batteries.
No, Al just carries around advertisements for...
Ah, fabulous. It's just such a good looking game. So much love has gone into this. Alright, we'll give it just a few more minutes. We've got to talk to this thing.
Wow, a memory fragment. Just like in the manual.
That's such a cool visual.
Why do I remember a giant baby working at the bar?
Well, when a fragment occurs, your brain tries its best to make a complete memory by filling the void with something else.
Okay, okay. Drag this thing up to here. Repair. Oh.
Wow, my first real repaired fragment.
I thought the bar was like run by this sort of giant, weird AI thing.
How do you feel, Crow?
I'm a little bit disappointed that it turned out to be
Nausea?
just another person.
Do you smell bird toast?
No. Good. 4 of these Monseju cocktails. Please.
You have to order it correctly, with spirit.
Interesting.
Here you go, Sparrow.
Thanks, Crow.
Besides, with your new modifications, you...
Hey.
Here, Crow. We'll head out once you sit.
Alright, let's pause it there. Let's save it there. That was just the briefest look at Read-Only Memories, Neurodiver, the sequel to Read-Only Memories. What clearly stands out about this game is the writing, the voice acting, and the art, and the setting as well. It's just, when you think of queer games, it doesn't get much more, it doesn't get much bigger than the Read-Only Memory series. They really are just, in a league of their own. They're AAA indie. What I think would really work with this game is taking it on the go. I think it's a pity that I'm at my desktop. I actually would love to be on the couch on my laptop playing this. Or if I had a Steam Deck, I think it would be a really good one to take on a train or something. The one drawback I will say about Read-Only Memories, and this game reminded me of it, is that they are very narrative heavy. But that's just gay games in general. They're very visual novel-y. So it was all up pretty impressive. I will definitely be coming back to this one in my own time. I think it's something I want to play on the couch. Alright, thanks for joining me here at Queer Games Heck Yeah, and I'll see you next time, maybe. Bye.